Welcome to this week's episode of the Spartan News. I'm your host, Emma.
And I'm Cash. In this week's episode, we will have our annual St. Patrick's Day trivia segment, hear from Mr. McCormick, get some insight on the upcoming Science Olympiad, hear a recap of last week's job fair, and much more.
Summer school applications are now available for students to sign up. Enrollment will be a first-come, first-served basis. Classes offered include speech/public speaking, U.S. government, consumer economics, driver's ed, and credit recovery. Check your school email for more details about each class and talk to Ms. Wolf if you have any questions in the main office.
Seniors, make sure you are applying for local scholarships to get that money for college. Some deadlines may be closer than they appear, with many scholarships closing at the beginning of April. Make sure you are signing into your Naviance account to get the scoop on any and all available scholarships. See your counselors with any questions.
Another reminder for our seniors. All graduating students must fill out the FAFSA form or sign a FAFSA waiver as a requirement to graduate. Waivers can be found in the counselor's office.
With spring break right around the corner, make sure you turn off your Chromebook over the long break and give it a rest. Also, make sure you don't leave your Chromebook in your car or in the cold over the break. Remember, if you're cold, they're cold, so bring them inside. Let's try to have our Chromebooks charged, up to date, and ready to go when we get back from break.
On May 3rd, the Sycamore School District and community will bid farewell to the Central School. Join us in giving this 100-year-old building a send-off it deserves in an open house as we walk the halls one last time. All are welcome.
Speaking of things that have been in a district a long time, the end of March means Science Olympiad time at Sycamore Middle School. Let's head over to Noah and AJ to tell us a little more about this long-running, much-loved tradition.
Do you want to go back to middle school?
I'm good.
Do you want to be a middle schooler again?
No thanks.
Do you want to re-experience the joys you had in...
Nope, definitely not.
Do you want to do science?
Heck yeah!
Well, do we have the event for you? Science Olympiad is Sycamore Middle School's yearly tradition starting all the way back in 1988, making this year the 38th year. This year's theme is based on the hit 1985 movie Back to the Future, which, I wouldn't know anything about, of course.
Hey Noah, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Enjoy amazing experiments, presentations, and activities that are full of science. Here are just some of the things to expect.
A flight simulator, a book fair, exploration labs, inflatable tunnels, farm animals, Mr. Hames, innovative thinkers projects, displays, science shows, several competitions, and so much more.
Science Olympiad is on March 20th of this year and will be open from 5:30 till 8 at the Sycamore Middle School. See you there.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. There's nothing we like more than science and competition. Thanks, guys. We will be sure to check that out tonight.
Here at the high school, students are gearing up for our spring break. Sam and Tate went around the building talking to our fellow students about what their plans are for the upcoming break. Let's see what they have to say.
Do you have FOMO? Do you get jealous easily? Well, that really sucks for you, especially because today we're going to be talking about what other people are doing over their spring breaks. So, for your sake, hopefully you're doing something better. So what are you going to be doing over your spring break?
I will be staying home and dog sitting with my friend.
That sounds fun. What type of dog?
One of them is a golden retriever, the other one is a golden doodle.
Oh, and that's all you have going on?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Chill, low-key weekend.
I love dogs. Woohoo. So, Javi, what are you going to be doing over spring break?
Spring break? Actually, I'm going on a college visit in Iowa. So that's probably going to take a little bit of time. But aside from that, dude, I'm going to be doing so much reading.
Ooh, what book?
So I'm in like multiple books right now, but specifically Genesis and Exodus. Hopefully we'll get a lot. Oh, and also this one too. We gotta get some work done on this one. So yeah.
Well, you sound like you have a very busy spring break, so have fun with that.
You guys as well.
So what are you going to do over spring break?
I'm definitely going to be sleeping.
Sounds fun. Anything else besides just sleeping?
Video games?
Okay. Honestly, same. So what are you going to be doing over spring break?
Probably make money.
Doing what?
Landscaping, fall cleanups, well, spring cleanups technically.
Sounds fun?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to be lazy, so you have fun doing that.
Me too after work.
Oh well, have a fun time. What are you going to be doing over spring break?
I'm going to Punta Cana,
Where's that again?
Dominican Republic, I think.
Oh, that sounds very fun. What about you?
Probably gonna stay at home and play video games.
Same. Quick fire, 3 people. Ash, what are you doing over spring break?
I'm going to St. Louis and then Wisconsin.
Ooh, spring break?
I'm also going to Wisconsin.
Sleeping and playing board games.
Sounds very fun. Why are 2 of you going to Wisconsin? Together? Okay. What are you going to be doing over spring break?
I'm probably gonna be playing Marvel Rivals.
Sounds both miserable and fun. Enjoy that. Kyle, how about you?
What?
Spring break.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Not yet.
No clue?
No clue.
Should you know?
I don't know. Should
Why don't you know?
I don't.
Are you going to join?
Rivals with him.
Are you going to?
I don't know.
We kind of need a yes or no, Kyle.
Well, that's left up to interpretation by the audience.
Well, you can't just go through life with ands and ors.
Well,
Things can happen.
Well, make a decision.
well, maybe I'll make a decision in the future. In the distant future.
Yeah, this guy is indecisive. Have fun with that.
Thanks, guys, and thanks to all the students who talked with our reporters. Cash, what do you have planned for spring break?
I'm planning on finally getting some sleep. What about you?
Oh, I'm planning on going to Costa Rica. Let's take a quick break before coming back with more of the Spartan news.
Hello, and welcome to Senior Tips with Kennedy. In today's episode, we will be discussing some important dates that you should put on your calendar. While they seem far away now, they'll be coming fast, so buckle up as we take a look at these dates. First, we have prom, which is on Saturday, May 17th. Then, the following Thursday, May 22nd, it is seniors' last day of attendance. And later that night, it is seniors' awards night. The next day, Friday, May 23rd, is graduation practice. Then finally, to end off our high school career, on Sunday, May 25th, it is graduation. While this may seem far away, we only have 36 more days left of senior year. So make sure you make the most of it, seniors.
Another news show is here, and we've got another interview with our very own Mr. McCormick. This time, Landon and Kyle went to talk to the long-tenured history and art teacher about his career, his time in the community, and his teaching philosophy. Let's see what they've learned.
So how long have you lived in Sycamore?
For 41 years.
And how long have you been teaching?
This is my 31st year teaching.
And how long at Sycamore High School?
27, I think.
So working here for so long, have you noticed any changes in the school and the faculty?
Lots of changes. Actually, the room we're in used to be my geometry room, and the other side was my algebra room. This was the math and art wing. And so rooms specifically, I've seen lots of different changes. The addition is new when I first started teaching here, and then, of course, the faculty. We're in the midst of a big turnover right now. You're going to see a lot of the elder teachers, including myself, part ways, and there'll be a new wave of new crops. And when I started here, it was a lot of my high school teachers were still here, and then they were at the tail end of their careers. And so it's a circle of life of education.
So for teaching a class like visual cultures, how do you think those two ideas are tied together sort of philosophically for you?
Well, I believe, culture expresses itself through art form. And so I think it's vitally important how we can define a culture through the experience of art. So I use the projects in the art portion of the class to reflect that culture. For instance, we're just finished kente weaves because we're studying Africa, and now they're moving into masks, African masks, based on their folklore that they wrote, which is influenced by different tribes of Africa. So I think it gives the kids a better understanding of the culture as opposed to just the geography, the politics, the economy. I think this gives it a more human touch, a human element, because that's what culture is. It's just it's people expressing themselves in different ways, whether it's through fashion, whether it's through their government, but most importantly, I think it's through their art.
We do a lot of classes that are very specific and very disconnected. Do you feel like the connectedness of a class like visual cultures is something you'd like to see more of in general education and the marrying of two ideas together?
I would. I used to teach with Mr. Anderson, American Heritage, where we had a double block, and we would combine junior comp and lit with U.S. history. And those two also marries very well together because we can study American literature with the historical movement of our country. That was some really fun, enjoyable teaching. Yes, I would really like to see more cross-curricular, less segregated type of teaching. Unfortunately, it's expensive. It's limiting. Visual cultures is a double block, so that means it's got to fit into those students' schedules. So that's a challenge as far as their other class offerings. So it can, it's a wonder. It's a joy. I love it. I wish more of it would happen, or we were like kind of on a block system where you had the kids a little bit longer. But there are challenges to all that, both economically and just management feasibility. But
thank you.
You bet.
Thanks, guys, and thank you, Mr. McCormick. We always love to hear from our teachers here at SHS and learn more about their love of teaching.
Youth in Government, a club dedicated to exploring the nature of legislation, is coming up on its big trip to Springfield. Members say they look forward to putting all their hard work into good use at our state capitol. The head advisor of the Youth in Government and fellow Sycamore alumni, Mr. Wilkinson, wanted to share with students what exactly they've been preparing for and exactly how you can make an impact if you join next year.
My name is Jordan Wilkerson. I'm the head advisor of Youth in Government here at Sycamore High School. Youth in Government is a program. It's in its 4th year at Sycamore High School. Our primary purpose is to help students understand how to be active citizens in our state government and civics. That means teaching them how to vote and teaching them how bills become laws and overall just being part of our state government. So the biggest event of YAG every year is our end of the year Springfield. Students go to Springfield and we reserve the Capitol for about 3 days for a full weekend, and they basically participate in a mock government every year. This trip is super important for YAG because this is what we've been working towards every year. Students are creating bills so that they can go to Springfield, present those bills with their peers, and hopefully pass them into laws in the mock legislative session. We have 2 district-wide events. YAG is broken down into 3 regions. We have 2 events where we compete against students in our own region, and then at the end of the year, we go to our state event at Springfield. I'm really excited about how our students have prepared this year, from our freshman level to our sophomores, and then our upperclassmen, junior and seniors. I think we have a lot of hard work that went into this year, and I'm really excited to see what they can do down in Springfield. It's really amazing to see the progress that students make from the beginning of the year to the end of the year at Springfield. You'll see students who aren't necessarily comfortable with public speaking, and you'll get down to Springfield and they always show up in amazing ways. They're really good speakers. And on top of that, this is our first year. We'll have freshmen that started with us 4 years ago become seniors. I'm really excited to see the progress they've made. Overall, I'm really excited to see what happens, and I hope all of our students do a good job down in Springfield.
Thank you, Mr. Wilkerson. If Youth in Government has sparked your interest, make sure to reach out to Jay Wilkerson on Gmail. And next year, you can be part of this fantastic club. And who knows, maybe you can be a future lawmaker.
This year, Sycamore High School had an incredibly successful wrestling season, including sending multiple wrestlers down to the state finals. Our reporter Izzy spoke with one of these impressive athletes, Emma Durst, about her experience this year and what she is looking forward to next season.
What made you want to do wrestling?
I kind of want to do it throughout 8th grade, but I would say my biggest motivation in joining wrestling was Jasmine Enriquez, my fellow teammate and classmate. She was just a big supporter of it and really dragged me into the sport, so I would give most of the credit to her.
How long have you been wrestling for?
This is a little over 2 years now. I just started last year, but I started pretty late throughout the season, so I guess a bit over 2.
What's your favorite move to do in wrestling?
I really like doing a blast double or a single leg, but definitely a fan of blast doubles.
What's the biggest challenge you've faced this season?
Cutting weight was definitely my biggest opponent this season. I hated it.
I hear it's a struggle every time from a bunch of wrestlers. They just come into class and they're like, yeah, I can't eat.
Yeah, it sucks.
How did you feel to place at state?
It felt unreal, I guess, in a sense. I kind of felt like I deserved to be there, but I also felt like it was just a big shock to me. I know I placed, once I got into my place matches, stepping onto the podium, I think it just kind of hit me that I was actually up there with people who are good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What did you think when you placed at state?
I just felt overjoyed because I initially went into, I thought I was going to place 5th. I didn't think I was going to go ahead and fight for 3rd because the girl who I was going to wrestle was a senior. She was previously 28-0 and she was really out of the gate, and I was just at least I placed, but I beat her, and that was just the most overjoyed I've ever felt. It was just insane and it felt so unreal.
What was your thought process going into the match?
Going into the match, I just can't think. I have to if I think about anything, I kind of shut off. So going into any matches, I just have to be completely dead quiet.
Yeah, I get that. What do you look forward the most for next season?
Hopefully new girls joining and more people wanting to do it, because we grew from last year to this year, adding 2 new people, and I feel like we have a lot more room to grow, and I feel like the team we had this year was really good and very impressive, especially since we're all young and most of them it's just their first year, so I'm very excited for that.
I heard you guys don't have a full team.
Yeah, unfortunately, but we're hoping that maybe this next year we'll be able to have somewhat of a full team, so maybe we can do some team goals, but I guess we'll see what happens.
What advice do you have for someone who wants to get into wrestling?
Just to do it. The worst that can happen is maybe you're not as good as you would hope, but you can just take the time and grow, and learning a new sport and doing something new is always very fun. So.
Thanks, Izzy, and thanks, Emma. Here's hoping next year you could build off your success this season.
On March 14th, Sycamore High School hosted a summer job expo in the library. Businesses from all around the community came to talk to students, share information about seasonal jobs, and provided students with a chance to apply to their companies. Let's head over to Elijah and Landon for a recap of the event.
Hey Spartans, today we'll be going into the library for our annual job fair, where we'll be interviewing some students and maybe some teachers on their experiences.
Yeah. All right, we'll move through crowd. Excuse me. Hi, I'm Elijah Phillips, and we're here with Farm and Fleet, and you are?
Lena DePiro.
Jeff Larson.
Hi, so what's your guys' overall experience with the job fair and trying to get students hired so far?
I think it's a good community event. We always like to support Kara and what she's trying to do for the students and just let them see what's available out in the community, keep them local here to Sycamore.
What do you guys offer as a job?
We have quite a bit to offer for jobs. We do have some summer jobs. We like to retain people for more than a year or two. We have a great management program, so if people start as just a summer job, it can roll into a department head position, and we can go up into a management position. And we've had people that work for us for 25, 40 years, so it could start at a summer job but go into a career as well.
Hi, I'm Elijah Phillips, and I'm here with
Nate Erickson with School Toolbox.
All right. I'm here to ask you, what's your overall experience with the job fair so far? Like, with getting people to try to work here.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. This is the best career fair that I go to. I've been getting a lot of great conversations. I expect a lot of good applicants to apply for my job this summer and working in the warehouse. And I'm super excited to get rolling after this career fair because it's such a big impact.
What do you guys offer as a job, specifically?
Yeah, so we're hiring warehouse workers, and that could be packing boxes, and that is school supplies. So packing school supplies into boxes. You could be making the box. You could be crushing a box. You could be restocking a shelf. You could be helping a teammate do something. Lots of teamwork going on, and lots of leadership really in the warehouse, to where you got the chance to kind of lead others and work in small groups, and lots of different warehouse jobs.
All right. Thank you. Hi, I'm Elijah Phillips, and I'm here with
Nicholas Miller.
Any jobs here catch your eye yet?
I like the solar panel salesman. That one caught my eye. Also, it's not really a job, but how they were advertising the EMT program to get you certified, at least CPR certified. That seemed really appealing to me. I might do that.
Any takeaways from the whole experience so far?
I think this is really cool. I didn't come here with the intention of applying to places, but now I'm really considering applying, or at least doing something. So,
would you recommend this to students coming next year?
Oh yeah, definitely. This is really, even if you're not looking for a job, I think it's good to just look at your options, see what you might be able to do in the future, or maybe you're like, hey, I actually do want to do something. So yeah, this is a recommend.
We're back in the studio, and wow, that looked like a blast and such a great opportunity. A big thank you to Mr. Anderson for both hosting and allowing us to film in there. Anyway, I'm Landon Lotson, and that's all, Spartans.
Thanks, guys, and thanks to all the businesses providing our students with these opportunities. We can always count on the members of our community and give back and connect with the students. Let's take another quick break before coming back to our sports coverage in our annual St. Patrick's Day Trivia with Holly here at the Spartan News.
Oh my God, Brooke, did you hear? The kid just fell down. I was going up to class and this kid just totally fell down the stairs, face first, this idiot, oh my God. He was like this. Dead, see? Dead.
Oh, I was trying to pay attention.
But, I guess you can pay attention,
You can tell me
but
after class.
no, I'm telling you now though, because look at this kid was so funny.
Tell me during lunch, okay?
Lunch is in 10 hours. We're talking now.
I gotta pay attention. This is gonna be on the quiz.
I got my big brain. I got a big brain.
Okay. Thank you though.
Okay.
Maybe instead of yapping in class, you should be paying attention.
But I have big brain. No. I shouldn't have been yapping in class. No.
Spring sports are in full effect, so let's head over to Josh with our update on all things sports, including some interviews with Kyle Preble and Aiden Weiser.
What's up, Spartans? I'm Josh Miller, back in another banger episode of Spartan Sports with Josh. Today we'll be going over spring sports heading into spring break. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. Baseball season is underway. They play their first 3 games back to back to back. Their first game of the season is against Burlington Central, Tuesday, March 25th. Then Byron, and then Belvedere North. All games start at 4:30 at the field on Airport Road. We had a chance to talk with Kyle Preble about the baseball season. Let's go to Ethan to talk with Kyle.
Hi, I'm Ethan Kiker alongside senior baseball player Kyle Preble.
Preble, my first question for you today is, heading into the season, what are your goals as a team?
You know, this year we lost a lot of seniors, so we're just trying to get back to that group where everybody knows each other, everybody likes each other, you know, kind of mesh with the guys. Obviously, the past couple of years have been good for us. We've made it to super sectionals and beyond, so, you know, we're ready to get back to that super sectional game.
Being a senior leader, what kind of role do you expect to step into this season, and what are you looking forward to?
You know, I'm looking to step into a leadership role. A lot of the guys on the team are young, a lot of moldable guys that have a lot of talent, so just not getting down on everybody and starting to create a group setting and just get everybody excited to play baseball and excited to go out for a great season.
And talking about talent, there's a lot of top-end talent on this team. What does that mean for you guys? I mean, how does that affect your play?
To be honest, I feel like a lot of the top-end guys can really help the younger guys. Talent upon talent just is a good way to go into the season. Older guys obviously need to help the younger guys, and we have a great team this year, so therefore we can go far this season.
And lastly for you, after all 4 years of playing baseball, what has been your favorite memory through it all?
You know, my favorite memory had to have been sophomore year, getting pulled up to playoffs, getting to experience the state run, just being there for the game, seeing all the guys just click with each other, just a group setting where all the guys there love each other and respect each other, and that's probably my favorite memory of all 4 years.
Thank you, Kyle, and good luck this season.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kyle, and good luck to the baseball team. Let's make another deep run in the playoffs this year. Softball is looking to build off another strong season, only losing 2 senior players from last year's team. Softball's first game is also March 25th and against Burlington Central at their home field. Good luck, girls. The boys' tennis team has been really successful recently and have had a lot of state qualifiers over the past couple of years, sending 5 last year. Their first match is March 21st against DeKalb. Good luck, guys. By the time this comes out, Aiden Weiser would have already jumped and ran at New Balance Nationals in Boston. We had a chance before he left to talk with them. Let's go to Chase to talk with Aiden.
I'm Chase Miller here with varsity track runner Aiden Weiser. Aiden, what do you really like about your team this year?
Our team is filled with a bunch of young talent, and we have key returners coming in from last year's team, and we are currently ranked 2nd in the state, so looking forward to going on and winning a state championship.
So off of that, is that what your guys' goal is?
Yeah, our goal is to come back stronger this year and bring home a state championship.
Do you have any personal goals that you're looking forward to this year?
My personal goal is to place top 10 nationally, win state in 4 events, and break the school long jump record.
Okay, and how does it feel being the #1 ranked long jumper in Illinois right now?
Honestly, I'm very blessed to say I'm ranked #1 in all of Illinois, but that doesn't stop. You know, we got bigger things to accomplish and chasing after the state title. So.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, Aiden. The boys' track team has a meet at Hononegah, and the girls have a meet at Byron this Saturday. Good luck to everyone, and let's make the season another great one. Well, that's it for me this week, Spartans. I'm Josh Miller, and I'll see you guys next time on another episode of Spartan Sports with Josh.
Thanks, guys, and good luck to all our athletes both competing today and in the upcoming weeks with the new spring season.
It's time for the 3rd annual St. Patrick's Day Trivia Challenge. Joining us today is moderator Holly Schneck with 2-time champion Sam Maxwell facing off with first-timer Adrian Springer. This promises to be an exciting competition. Let's check in with Holly, who will be lucky and who won't be this year.
Hello, I'm Holly, and welcome to the 3rd annual St. Patrick's Day Trivia Challenge. Today, we have a current champion, Sam Maxwell, going up against first-timer Adrian Springer. As always, they'll be answering 10 St. Patrick's Day themed trivia questions, and whoever answers first and correctly gets that point. Whoever has the most points at the end will be deemed the winner. Let the challenge begin! On what instrument do you play Bio-Brican music?
Harp.
No.
A fiddle?
No.
A flute.
Or like a recorder type thing?
Bagpipes.
Yes.
Let's go!
I thought he was gonna hit me there, running out. He's like, well, there goes that.
What must a leprechaun tell you if captured?
Where's Pot of Gold is?
Sure.
Yes! I studied for this.
What does the white represent on the Irish flag?
Like purity?
No.
Can I guess again?
Prosperity.
No.
Peace.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
What color was originally associated?
Blue.
Yes. Oh my God! Yes.
Wait, what's the actual?
The question was, what color was originally associated with St. Patrick's Day?
How did you know it was blue?
I studied up.
What is the capital of Ireland?
Dublin.
Yep. What's the tagline for the breakfast cereal Lucky Charms?
It's magically delicious?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you give me that one or did you not know?
No, I knew it, but you buzzed in first.
I wanted to say feel the rainbow, taste the rainbow, but that's Skittles.
What's the symbol for gold on the periodic table of elements?
I don't know who's
I think that was Adrian.
AU.
Yep.
Yeah.
What color is disrespectful to wear on St. Patrick's Day?
Red?
No.
Oh.
Yellow.
No.
Purple?
No.
Black.
No.
Orange?
Yes.
Oh!
Which New York skyscraper turns green in honor of St. Patrick's Day?
Is it the Empire State Building?
Yes.
I don't know any other
Yeah,
skyscraper.
What's the official currency of Ireland?
Euros.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Congratulations to Adrian! And make sure you tune in next year for the last St. Patrick's Day Trivia Challenge. I'm Holly, now back to the studio.
Congrats, Adrian. Unfortunately, Sam's impressive 2-year champion streak has come to an end. Maybe she'll have a chance at redemption next year during the 4th annual St. Patrick's Day Trivia Challenge, and sadly, that one will be the last one here at Sycamore High School. A big thanks for Holly for hosting this fun trivia event. That's all we have for this week, Spartans. I'm Emma.
And I'm Cash. We will see you back here in April with more episodes of the Spartan News. Have a great break, Psycho High.